Drew, how would you describe your outing today? What did you feel good about out there?
I feel like I worked ahead in the count today. Overall, I felt it was a pretty good outing. I was kind of switching it up on them early with starting with changeups and having fastballs late, and then kind of turn it back around in those later innings and worked fastball early and off speed late. Just felt like whenever got some base runners, maybe I was just trying to get a little too cute with it and just trusting my stuff. But overall, I felt pretty good about the outing.
Drew, this game was your best innings played this season. Just how did you feel going into there and go further than you have this whole season?
It definitely felt good. I think I remember the first time I went 5 innings, it felt really good to just finally reach that mark. And that seemed to be sort of a hump that I was trying to get over. And so I'm not too concerned about how many I go, because I know we always have so many guys that can come in and just fill up the zone and get outs behind me. But it does feel good to get that first 6-inning outing under my belt. But yeah, those guys behind me, it's a lot easier to go out there and pitch. I know, like, if I've got guys behind me that can come fill up and get outs for sure.
What does it feel like right now with the guys really swinging the bats well? Does it kind of take that pressure off?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, it's been really, really fun to watch these past few weeks, what our hitters have been doing. That's, to be honest, like, that's what we saw from those guys all fall and early spring in the inner squad. And that's why it was frustrating as a team, because like we knew what those hitters were capable of, and they just got off to what seemed like a little bit of a struggling start. But to see them finally just go up there and swing and hit the ball hard and just beat the ball around the yard like they're doing right now, it's fun to watch, and it definitely helps you out as a pitcher knowing you've got that run support.
Were y'all pretty concerned about Fisher there for a moment?
Yeah, when I saw the towel that he was using to stop the bleeding, I was very, very concerned. But first word is that there's no serious damage. It's just looking like a pretty deep cut. I haven't talked to him too much about it, or I haven't talked to him at all. So I don't know how he is, but hopefully he'll be back out there soon. But the team's definitely he's a great guy to have in the lineup in the dugout, and if we have to go without him for a little bit, that'll hurt. But we've got guys right behind him that can do the job.
Anything else?
Yeah, just this. Y'all got of course, South Alabama's first, but you'll be on the mound next weekend when y'all play Tech. How big of a series is that for y'all?
Very, very big series. A lot at stake as far as conference standings and postseason and all that good stuff. But I think a lot of people would agree that we are a better team than we were 3 weeks ago. And La Tech is a great baseball team. And it'll be a really fun, gritty series that will have a lot of say-so as far as postseason goes for sure.
Drew, just quick question. Going up Louisiana Tech, that series is going to be a lot of fans. And can you talk about that? What's it like playing in an atmosphere? Of course, you get to play in Pete Taylor Park, but maybe you don't get to play in an atmosphere that'll be there away from Pete Taylor Park in Conference USA. What's that going to be like?
It's awesome. If you'd have told me 4 or 5 months ago that we'd be playing in this kind of environment, I would have been just super pumped, because we had no idea what this season was going to look like as far as fan attendance and crowds and all that stuff. But I'm very, very happy to see just the relative normalcy of this season kind of play out. And, we feed off the fans and we love it. And it makes the game and everything else just so much better. So it's definitely makes the game a lot more fun when the fans are
there. Coach, what did you think about Drew Boyd today and what he gave you?
Oh, I think he went out and really pitched against a tough lineup that's tough to strike out, that's going to put balls in play. He after 6 innings, he gives up 3 runs, but only 1's earned. You know, if we don't have the error there in the third inning to start everything, he probably gets out of that clean as well. But you know, if you look at his numbers, he's no walks. He had 5 strikeouts against once again a very tough team to strike out. So I thought he mixed it well. I thought he added and subtracted his pitches. Odds did a good job of calling his game. So you know, I thought he had a quality start.
Coach, any update on Charlie Fisher?
No, I haven't heard anything yet. I know it was a lot of blood over there soaking up in that towel. So they took him to Wesley. And as soon as, you know, probably here in a little bit, I'll get an update on it.
Coach, even if Fisher's injured, you have to be happy with what you've seen from guys like Slade Wilkes and Garrity lately at the plate. Seems like they've come around a little bit. Can you talk a little bit about those guys? And
yeah, you know, I mean, they haven't had the. I mean, I know what you're saying, but you know, I don't think that they've had the number of reps that you know that I could honestly say, yeah, they're starting to come around. I mean, it's been an at bat here and there. Of course, Billy had a home run over at UTSA last weekend, and Slade had the pinch hit double yesterday, and so you know. Obviously, they may get a little more time if something with Charlie is where he's going to be out of the lineup. And, you know, best I could tell from that injury, that certainly could be a possibility.
Coach, next up in conference play is Louisiana Tech. And I know they're announcing regional sites earlier this year. I mean, how much really relies on that series for y'all?
As just the big picture?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think just as much as it does for them. I think, you know, they took 3 games from us here. They swept again, or they swept this weekend, and as we did. So they're playing really good baseball. I think both of us are trying to build resumes and cases for us to have at-large bids if we don't win the conference tournament outright to get the automatic. So, you know, the bid process is something that is still down the line there in April, but everything will certainly be factored in, you know, in both clubs. You know, I don't know if we would be in contention or them. I would think they certainly would be with their RPI and everything, but it's going to be interesting on how the NCAA looks at everything this year and venues and what they're trying to achieve out of it.
Coach, you kind of talked about it yesterday, but could you talk about what the team did today, getting those walks on offense?
Charlie, I couldn't understand what you said. It was a lot of back feed.
I was just asking about yesterday. You were talking about the importance of walks for the team today. Y'all got 7. Could you just talk about what you saw there?
Well, I just think, you know, being patient at the plate and not getting ourselves out. You know, I saw a couple of guys that really chased pitches that they should have been 2-0 in the counts, but they were 0-2. So, you know, those are the at-bats that we're trying to improve on to where we move advantage counts in our favor and not the opposition or the pitcher's favor. So we've been doing a really good job of that. You know, we've been taking our walks. We need to continue to do that. But you know, we also talked yesterday about, I feel like the success of our offense right now is we've been using the whole field. So guys haven't been just pull happy. They've been using the opposite field, which has been tough for people to pitch us when you do that.
Danny Lynch, what do you credit his recent improvement to?
Well, I think once again, I think it's a guy that's not swinging at stuff out of the zone. You know, he's taking his walks. He's getting deeper in the count. I think he looks comfortable with 2 strikes right now. You know, I think early on he was in a hurry to get his at bats over with. He was swinging at pitches out of the zone. His bat path was much more elevated than what it is right now. You're seeing a lot of his balls are line drive, hard ground balls, and you know he's backspinning some balls. Those home runs that he's hit, he's been able to backspin, but you're not seeing a lot of pop-ups out of him. So the bat plane has become more flat, and the pitch selection has improved.
Coach, I know Sargent had a big day at the plate today, and But can you talk about his defense and how much better he's gotten at first base? Because you see like some of the plays he's made. His
Well,
weekend saved runs. I mean, really.
oh man, yesterday in those two games, game of the doubleheader, both 7-inning games, he made outstanding plays at first base. And it wasn't just catching balls in the air, it was being able to pick balls that were great plays made by McGillis and Dickerson that they had to get up and throw. And if he doesn't pick those balls, then there's a certain momentum swing that works in UAB's favor. Now, of course, in the third inning today, he had a little blunder on a ball that had some weird spin to it that kind of opened the door and allowed them to get 2 runs from us. But overall, so Sarge he's been steady over there. And yesterday was a very important day for him and for us and his defensive skills.
Coach, could you talk about preparing for this turnaround against the team, South Alabama, that y'all lost twice to this year?
Yeah, we'll work out tomorrow. We won't take it off. We'll be normal. Probably won't go as heavy, but we'll just come out and try to stay sharp with what we're doing and be ready for South Alabama that we're 0-2, so far this year in a 3-game set with them. So this year's schedule saw us going to Mobile twice and them coming to Hattiesburg once. Next year it'll be the reverse. They'll come to Hattiesburg twice and we'll go to Mobile once. But we need to salvage one of these games from this 3-game series. I know they're at Arkansas Little Rock this weekend, and it dropped 2 games going into today, so they lost the series. So they've got a good bus ride back tonight, and then of course they'll have a quick turnaround to get back up here to Hattiesburg. But we need to take care of business. I told the team afterwards, I'm tired of people asking me why we can't beat South Alabama. So we need to figure that out and find a way to beat them on Tuesday night.
Do you know who you'll pitch against South Alabama?
We're right now probably going to throw several guys. We hadn't announced a starter yet, but I would think that it's going to be much like Alabama game where we'll get a lot of guys work because we do have a lot of guys that need it. When you have the starters that we have right now, and as they're pitching so deep into games, it's not leaving much work for a bunch of other guys. So, I think those midweek games become important to give those guys a little taste of what it's like to get out there in live action and really face some live hitters.
Sergeant, how good do you feel at the plate right now?
I feel good, man. I've been rushed a lot, my timing and everything, but slowing down everything and just trying to see good pitches, man. I feel really good.
Chris, I asked Coach Berry about this. I'll ask you. Defensively, at first base, yesterday you made some great plays. Can you talk a little bit about how much you've worked on your defense at first base this season?
Yes, sir. I in junior college I played first base, but I moved to catching, and then I came here and just every day going out there doing our routines and just staying consistent with everything. And yeah, just the first play of the game kind of got me going, and pretty much just I wanted the ball hit to me because I felt really good in the field. Just wanted to make plays, and I made them.
How concerning was it to see Charlie get hurt like that?
It's definitely concerning. He's a big part of our lineup, man. Just right in the middle, hitting that 3-hole. It's a little frustrating because we're getting really going now, hitting. But I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's gonna be back soon and be just as good as coming back.
It seems like everybody's kind of got swinging right at the right time. Is there anything as a group, anything that Creel's really been preaching, or what's allowed y'all to kind of get going at the same time?
He's just been Coach Crow's been saying, just be a dude and just don't be soft. Just go out there, have confidence, know you can play. That's why you're here. That's why they recruited you to come here to play at Southern Miss, because you can play. So just go out there and have confidence and just play the game. So that's what they've been preaching. Just go out there and be a dude.
I got to ask you, you come out, you got a home run, you got a triple. Did you start thinking about it there after the triple?
Yes, sir, a little bit. I did, for sure. It'd have been nice, but came out next. They gave me I walked. So that's always good for me. I feel good when I walk. because I'm a little up there in strikeouts. But when I walk, I feel good, and I was seeing the ball really well today.
I know y'all got South Alabama next, but that Louisiana Tech series is looking pretty big right now. How badly do y'all want to go and kind of take advantage of this one, and just how big of a series is this for y'all?
It's really big. It's like one of the crucialest series of all, man. They took 3 from us. I think we need to go over there and take 3 from them, man. Like, we just need to go out, compete, keep doing what we're doing, and just keep our confidence and go out there and just know we can play.
Just how big of a confidence booster is this season, or these last 2 seasons?
Oh yeah, it's big, man. Just going out there and just seeing us pitch well, hit well, play defense well. Just everyone's confidence goes up. Even I feel like the coach's confidence go up, and just everyone just knowing that we're gonna make plays, we're gonna hit the ball. It's always and we're gonna pitch. It's always a good thing.
So you're going on the road. Louisiana Tech is going to be probably the loudest on road environment that y'all played in all year. Is that a little exciting for you guys as well?
Very exciting, man. It's always good to go into a place that has a lot of energy. Go in there and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a good environment, but yeah, it's very exciting. Very exciting about knowing a lot of energy is gonna be there.